Hello friends, welcome back to the Destination Baby and Kids YouTube channel. This is Gina, I am your host, and I'm doing a quick video today going over the UPPAbaby CRUZ version 3. That is going to be the fabulous stroller that you see behind me. It's going to launch in August. I do have a video talking about this versus version 2, but I wanted to make one just on version 3 so that it would just be a little bit clearer. If you were just looking at version 3, we don't have to worry about version 2. Okay, if you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. You can like the video, you can leave comments below. If you have questions, leave them there as well. And if you want to check out like other colors of this or car seats that might go with it, please feel free to head on over to my actual website, destinationbabykids.com. I have a real brick and mortar store here in the greater San Francisco Bay Area. If you like this channel, the best way to show your support is to buy something directly off of my website, destinationbabykids.com. It can ship right to your home. Thank you so much for viewing. We appreciate every viewer, every view. Let's launch into the UPPAbaby CRUZ version 3. Let me turn on my other light here just to really light it up. Hopefully it'll stay lit. Okay, so as you can see, CRUZ V3 is shown here in this lovely tan color called Declan. So I believe there's like 5 different choices. You have a tan called Declan, a black, you have a pearl white called Savannah. There is a gray called Grayson. I believe they're also doing it in the Dylan/Callum color, which is kind of like a blue. So there's at least 5 or 6 color choices for this guy. There's probably a green as well. So you get lots of choices. So that is fabulous. UPPA is never short on choices for fashion, so we do love that. All right, let us launch into some of the statistics. So cost, it's going to be $9.99, and it does come standard with a 3-year warranty. UPPAbaby does have some of the best customer service in the industry, if not the best. So if you are worried about something happening and your stroller being covered, they definitely do an amazing job with their customer service. So we love to point that out to anybody that will listen. Now, our backrest height on CRUZ V3 is 20 inches. Our harness starts at 9 inches and then goes up to 15 inches. Our canopy clearance is 23.5 inches, and that is adjustable by scooting that canopy up. You get a little bit more canopy clearance. So very cool feature that canopy can slide up and down on the frame. The seat width is relatively wide. It's 11.5 inches wide. The depth is 8 inches. The crotch belt depth is 4 inches. The extension, which is this piece right here, that's quite long, that is 9.5 inches. Our knee drop, you could say is 9.5 inches if you want to go just to the bottom here. But if you go all the way down to the very bottom, you're looking at 16 inches of knee drop, which is crazy. This is a new buckle for this year. This is a magnetic buckle. It's very easy to open and close. There's no pushing against the child's body, against their tummy, in order to pop it open. So we really, really love a magnetic buckle, and they've done a nice job incorporating that on this CRUZ version 3. Now, handle heights. There are 3 handle height positions. Your tallest is 43 inches. There's a middle height, and then the shortest is 40.5. So I don't know what the middle height is, but it's between 40.5 and 43 inches. The weight of this product is 26 pounds. That's how much it weighs if I want to lift it up and put it somewhere. So if I just lift it, 26 pounds. Not bad for an all-terrain stroller, meaning I can bring it all kinds of different places because the wheels, back tire I believe is 10 inches, and then front tire I think is either 5 or 6 inches, probably 6. So very, very versatile and maneuverable. Our basket shelf size is 26 inches deep by 13.5 inches wide. This basket is enormous. This basket has a weight capacity of 25 pounds. That's insane. You could put so much in there and just walk all over the place. The other thing that I love is that the basket is actually up high. So as we're talking about doing that all-terrain walking, you'd want to make sure your basket had enough clearance to go over grass, sand, gravel, all types of things, and this basket is going to enable us to do that. Now, additionally, something else that I love about this product that's not on the stat sheet is that it is color organized. So any of the buttons that you see on the frame that are gray correlate to pieces that move. So like if you're stuck with the stroller on your own, and you're like, God, I have to fold it. I forget how to do that. What am I supposed to do? A really cool feature is that if you're going to play with the gray buttons, they're going to be movement pieces. So anything gray moves. The only exception is on the all black color called Jake. The buttons on that are black. I don't like that. I understand people like all black, but having color organization on movement pieces is awesome. Your lock is gray. Now, the front wheels can be locked with little gray buttons. You can press them and lock them. That's actually a really nice lock-off feature if you're wearing mittens and in snow. You don't have to remove them to do finer finger work to get the wheels to lock, whereas some other brands, you do have to do more work. So it's very, very nice and easy to lock and unlock your tires. And it is a single hand adjustment for the foot plate, which is very cool, not two-handed. And as you saw, when I folded it, the foot plate collapsed underneath and the bar also folded up to make that fold more neat, a little bit easier for taking in and out of a vehicle with stuff being tighter. So the fold is very special, new fabulous upgrade this year on this model. So we just like to point that out. We indicated that there was a wheel lock. The front bar is included. The front bar is folding. Newborn recline. Yes, and we're going to talk about that. That's actually very special with this. I would point out too that this also has a sandal-friendly brake. So red to stop, green to go. And I'm not wrecking my pedicure or my shoes or my white pants. So that's amazing. Now, if you noticed, this front bar, it's all swiveling and removable, can remove, and you see there's like this little soft liner included in the seat. This is going to be for a newborn. So if you wanted to use this with a newborn baby, what you used to have to do was either buy an insert, or you could use UPPAbaby's car seat. Like they have this brand new MESA V3. This thing is sick. This will sit directly onto the frame with a direct connection, meaning no adapters necessary. So some other brands, you have to have an adapter and you're like, oh my God, if I forget that piece, then none of it will work together. This is all set and ready to go the way it is, which is so great. And a really nice new big canopy for this year. So this is very exciting. So this is one way to do it. But we don't want the kid in the car seat forever because that holds their body in a V shape. So it's not an ideal position for kiddo to be sitting in for long periods. So CRUZ version 3, which is really smart that UPPAbaby's done this to differentiate it from, let's say, the Vista stroller. The Vista is the ultimate single to double. CRUZ in their mind is just the ultimate single all on its own. And one way that they achieve this is by having a lay flat recline. The other style of seats that some brands offer do what's referred to as tilt in space. Only a lay flat is going to be appropriate for a newborn coming home from the hospital without buying extra pieces. So it's a very exciting feature that this is the first stroller that they've had that is parent facing with a lay flat option. Now, lay flat again is great for a newborn, but the greater value I feel, because they're only newborn for like 10 minutes, is that a lay flat would enable you to be able to do a diaper change on the go anywhere that you are. So if you're at a ladies' room or a men's restroom and it's disgusting and you don't want to use the koala changing station, here we would always have a flat surface to do a diaper change, even beyond newborn phase. So that's a mouthful, but that's the biggest benefit of like a lay flat. People say, more comfortable. I don't know. Kids will deal with whatever you give them. So I'm not even going to get into that weird shit or stuff. It's just too much of a weird conversation. Now, if you pull out the canopy, there is a sunshade, which is very exciting. This, I think, is great. My sister's boys are redheads, so this, of course, to me, very, very critical feature. But kids will get the most sun damage in the first 2 years of their life, so anytime you can give them a shade, we would encourage you to do that. And then if you wanted to, there is a little hidden piece on the underneath of the seat. It's all poppable with Velcro and snaps. This will all hook up to itself, which is very exciting if you want to do this newborn piece and kind of see that set up in all of its glory. I'll try and make it look nice for my viewing audience here. And again, this is not a change that you're making on the fly. This is a change that you would do when it made sense. So like you would set it up maybe initially this way, and then later on you would change it back into seat mode. So as you can see, we can set up a little sort of pramette apron scenario going on for a new baby in our lie flat recline position. So this is the really special feature with version 3, the little sunshade that you see, amazing ventilation on the seat. You get the 2 ventilated panels on the gusset as well. The sunshade is included, and then you have your apronette portion on the stroller. So again, this gives you face-to-face with a new baby without using a car seat or buying any additional inserts. That is again why there has been a slight price increase from last year to this year, but this stroller is packing so many additional features that I definitely think it's worth the spend up of $100. Awesome option, but again, I'm a little partial. I bought a Cruz from my best friends. They were very happy with it, so I've had positive experiences personally with my friends using it. Now, if you have questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. Thank you so much for watching. Head on over to destinationbabykids.com. Check out the other colors. You can see them all. See the ones with the gray buttons versus the one with the black button. And then you can maybe look up a MESA V3 and see which car seat you think looks the best with it. All right, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in our next video.